As we evolve, there is a backlog of individuals who are also evolving. Not only the human life, but imagine the other lives which are also trying to become human and angelic later on. So it's a continuous process. It's like a dream, golden age of spirituality. Will it ever happen? I doubt it. We are chasing something which is impossible. During our lifetime, as one individual evolves, there are many also individuals who are behind us who are also trying to evolve. The day the world becomes absolutely spiritual, that will be the end of the universe. The purpose is served. There is no longer, or there will not be any need for a world to remain once the goal is fulfilled. What is the need then? See, there is no need once the world becomes spiritual, individuals become spiritual, goal is fulfilled, then what is the use of the world? It has served its purpose. So, this total spirituality engulfing all of us is it's not going to happen. As we evolve, there is a backlog of individuals who are also evolving. Not only the human life, but imagine the other lives which are also trying to become human and angelic later on. So it's a continuous process. And when it's a continuous process, arriving at golden age of spirituality means it's a full stop.